Okay, so I play Paul Reed Smith guitars most of the time.
Sure.
And there are a couple of reasons for that. Originally, it was because I would always bend the G string on the Les Paul out of tune, you know. And I've gotten better at keeping Gibsons in tune, but the PRS solved that problem. And when I met Paul, we became friends, and we started talking, and I started doing stuff with him and for him, and I ended up getting some of his guitars. This one I bought. I actually had them make me this guitar, and I paid for it. And the thing I wanted was maybe the most plain PRS visually that I could get. And of course I wanted it to sound great, and I had to make it lightweight too. So this is basically designed so that the viewer will look at the guitar and not know maybe for the first 30 seconds what it is, and then realize it's a PRS. So I just had the bird here, the dots here, and the black with the purfling. Now, I love really gaudy stuff on guitars.
Sure.
So I just wanted to slip in this kind of border right here. But the pickups are really great sounding. I mean, Paul never quits. He'll say, yeah, I've been doing the wrong thing for 20 years, and I just figured it out. And then the next month, he'll say the same thing. So he's always upgrading everything, and these pickups are so sweet. I think they're called TCI pickups. I also love a one-piece bridge. I don't know how you feel, but I always feel like the one-piece bridge is the most tone-worthy thing there is. Has a really thin neck. Now, I love really fancy PRSs, and I'm going to pick up one and show it to you. The fanciest one I have is actually maybe the best sounding one in some ways, and I'll show it to you in a second. But this one is the guitar I play when I play live because of the look of it. You know, it just disappears, and you don't exactly know it's a PRS until you investigate. So I like the kind of the mystery of it.
Yeah,
Sounds
beautiful.
amazing too. Yeah.
You know, it is so cool the way Paul is always. He's always looking, always trying to improve it.
Always,
you know?
Yeah.
A friend of mine was in the airport flying with his PRS, and Paul said, "Hey, let me see that." Didn't even know the guy, and Paul, he showed it to him. He said, "Oh man, I should fix this," and he had him send it to him, and he did whatever he did to it, just because he can't leave it alone. He's always improving.
Yeah, always improving.
Yeah.
He even said to me the other day, he said, "I realized I've been putting the bridge pickup up too high. Like forever." And so now he lowered when he sends his guitars out. Now the bridge pickup is lower because he thinks it sounds better. So, yeah, it never ends with him. So let me grab one more PRS.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Yeah.
Okay, so I did a bartering thing for Paul, where we did the music school a couple of years in a row, and I said, you know, it's fine. I'll bring a bunch of people. We'll sell a bunch of tickets, and just make me another guitar. And I told Bev, I said, what are the widest flames you have in the wood library right now? So she sent me a couple of photographs. I picked one, and this was the one. And it's really three-dimensional. I mean, you take it outdoors, and it's like hills and valleys when you look at this thing. And I think that he probably is annoyed with me making it so gaudy because, once again, I did the purfling, had to have it, right? And then these birds. Once I saw these birds, it was like I had to have them. And then I even had him do a little purfling around there.
And the curly maple binding.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like these. Yeah, it's like everything is on the gaudy side, which I love. And this one actually sounds really good. This might be the best sounding PRS I have, in addition to being the most over the top visually. And I even put 8s on it just as an experiment. They sound good. There's a sort of a richness to it.
Okay, so what gauge do you normally run?
Okay, 9 through 42. I spent my entire career doing 10 through 46 and 11s also, because in the studio, those were good rhythm gauges, right? But now that I'm kind of my own boss, I'm back to being a teenager, and it's just getting lighter and lighter. I just want it to be easy and fun at this point, you know.
Love easy.
Now 9 through 42, but it just depends on the guitar too.
And you went 8s on this.
Yeah, and I'm liking it. I'm going to experiment with 8s now too, but I love this guitar, and I'm a little bit self-conscious about how, fancy it is, but I picked out the wood, and they built it for me, and I'm really happy with it.
Well, Tim, you deserve fancy. That's okay.
Thanks.
Fabulous. Okay,
Right.
that's going to be a hard one to beat,
Yeah.
but let's try.
So this is near and dear to my heart. David Grissom is a good friend of mine, and I wanted a Grissom, and I went on Reverb, and I searched and searched. I actually wanted one that was more the aqua blue. This is called blue jean, faded blue jean blue. But once again, I love really gaudy guitars. So I found it, and I went, yes, and it was, even pre-owned. It was not a cheap guitar.
Yeah.
Bought it a couple of years ago. Recently, I just did a video about the SE model, which is phenomenal. You
That
did
is
too.
an
It's phenomenal.
incredible guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
God.
But this guy, I mean, the story of what he put into these guitars, the amount, just years on the pickups, years on designing it and making it just the right thickness, even the tremolo system. I mean, everything. It's a player's guitar, and it really. I mean, if I want something that is like the most in tune, reliable, tone worthy guitar with a beautiful, soft feeling tremolo. Now I get in trouble for that because it's really a vibrato. If you call it tremolo, you'll have comments saying, "Hey, it's a vibrato." If you call it vibrato, guitar players will call it a tremolo. It's just
There will be comments. Yeah, Tim. Yeah.
So the vibrato, I know it's a vibrato. I mean, just the most beautiful, open sounding. And once you get to know David, and you got to check out the story. He's literally spent years and years and years designing this guitar, and a lot of his ideas have been incorporated into the entire PRS line. So I think we all love David. We all love his guitars, and I love just the blue and the flame on this one.
And it's really its own thing. I mean, you get sounds out of the guitar that are not, they're not anything else.
No, you can really almost, if you close your eyes, you can think, oh, is that a single coil?
That is like a Swiss Army knife of a guitar. You can kind of cover it all. And gosh, aesthetically, it's just...
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And look at the gold screws with the silver hardware.
I know,
really cool.
that didn't just happen. That was a decision. Everything on there was a very intentional
it's David's.
decision.
It's his work. His life's work went into this. Yeah. So we all benefit from it.